on an all-new Dr. Phil. She says mom needs to start acting her age.
She's obsessed with looking on fleek. These are her shorts.
Whoa, it looks like a handkerchief.
My mother was the party mom.
Would a responsible parent take a 9th grade girl and give her alcohol and cigarettes?
No.
Did you?
Yeah. I mean, I got her to school on time.
You keep saying, yes, I was irresponsible, but I got her to school on time. Let's do it.
Have a good show, everybody. Here we go.
This is a safe place to talk about hard things.
Stand by. We'll count you down.
Today's going to be a changing day in your life.
5, 4.
I am not giving up on you. Dressing and acting inappropriately, posting half-naked pictures on social media, staying up all night, and an obsession with looking on fleek. I'm talking about this 46-year-old mom, Michelle, whose daughter Taylor describes her as all of those things and more. She also says her mother is an obsessive narcissist who never matured past the age of 17 and cares more about being her bestie and looking like her sister than being a parent that she can look up to and admire. Take a look.
I'm uncomfortable with how much skin my mother shows. I don't even show as much skin as she shows. My mom cuts all of her shirts, showing her shoulders and her belly, and cuts all of her shorts to where the crotch is like that big. She's obsessed with looking young, and since I'm young, she's obsessed with me. If I buy a makeup palette, she buys a better makeup palette. If I buy a designer belt, she buys a designer belt. She's obsessed with looking on fleek. She strives for perfection. She raids my closet, she takes my clothes. One time, I was taken out to dinner, she's wearing this crochet bathing suit cover-up top. And I made her change because I refused to be seen in public with my mother dressed in almost nothing. On social media, she posts selfies wearing crop tops. My mother has her belly button pierced. I think it's just weird, and it's not like she covers it up and hides it. My mother is 46 years old. She needs to start acting her age and more like a mother. My relationship with my mother is toxic. There's a lot of built-up anger because I don't respect her. When I talk to my mom about dressing her age, she just shuts it down. When I say something to her like, why can't you act your age, or why do you have to dress like this? She says, I am so sorry. Would you rather your mother be fat and ugly? I say, yeah. She says, this is me. You can take it or you can leave it. Well, Mom, if you don't realize that this is not okay, I might have to leave it.
Well, Michelle says she's not ashamed of anything. She says she looks good for her age, and frankly, she says she's just proud of it.
Taylor's annoyed with the way I dress because she thinks I should dress more like a mother. She makes the comment, why can't you look more like a mother? And I don't know what that means. I'm comfortable with what I wear. I've taken pride in what I do, and I've taken pride in how I look. I'm not getting any younger. I like to eat right. I like to take care of myself. I like to look good. I've been told I look a lot younger than I am. They wonder how old I am. They think that I'm either in my late 20s or mid-30s. I feel most comfortable in shorter shorts. I'm not saying Daisy Dukes where everything's hanging out, but mid-thigh and tank tops I wear a lot. Sometimes I might wear midriffs. I don't wear a lot of clothes, but I don't dress sleazy. Around the house, I could probably cover myself up more a little bit, but it's my home and I like to wear sweats. So if that's being more motherly, then I stepped up, I guess. I am who I am, and it's not offending anybody. I mean, if everything was hanging out, obviously I wouldn't wear it. It's just, that's how I dress.
Are y'all competitive?
In my opinion, she likes to compete with me.
Is that true?
It's 100% not true.
How can you be that far off? I mean, how can she be that far off?
I was worried about or concerned about my parents working out when she was 2. I mean, is that how, do I want to act 2? I mean, I always worked out. I always took care of myself. How am I competing with you? But I've always been like this.
You say she embarrasses you.
Yeah, she does embarrass me because she wears less clothes than I wear. Like, these are her shorts.
Well,
She cuts all of her
I don't know,
clothes.
but Whoa.
I don't wear that out. I only wear that at home.
This looks like a handkerchief. These are yours or yours?
Those are mine, but she's borrowed them before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you wear these where?
Actually, I haven't worn those in a long time, but those I wear around the house.
She goes to the grocery store and absolutely she wears those.
It's Florida. People are in there in bikinis.
You were going to wear that to a restaurant, right?
Well,
This picture here?
Yeah, out to dinner.
And you said you're not going if you wear that, because that's a cover-up for a bikini,
I
right?
bought it at Walgreens for $9.99 as a bikini cover-up that she
Right.
took out of my closet. And do I look good?
I thought
No,
that
Ma, you don't look good. You're not
I
wearing
deleted
this
that
out-
picture. I thought I deleted that picture.
No, you didn't. And do you see how her shorts kind of are
I
rolled
don't
up
like
to
that
a side
picture,
and
yeah.
you see her mole?
Yeah.
She says that her boyfriend says that her mole is sexy and guys like her mole looking sexy, so that's why she wears her shorts so low.
I wasn't going to go to dinner in that. That was before the beach.
No, okay, this picture maybe, but out to dinner, she came out wearing jeans and that top
Yeah, not
to go
that-
to Outback Steakhouse. And I said, no, you're not wearing that, Mom. So she changed. There's a picture of me in a black dress that I sent in, and she's wearing a black like lace with like a shirt underneath it and jeans. I approved that outfit. I wouldn't let her wear that top out.
Well, I wear a Speedo around the house, but I don't know.
Right.
I actually don't wear a Speedo around the house. Tell me why you post this on Facebook.
I have no idea. I deleted it right after.
But why'd you post it to begin with?
Actually, it wasn't.
No,
I
you
think it
didn't,
was on
because I
Instagram,
just
wasn't
got
it?
this off Facebook when we were coming on the show.
Well, I thought I
It's
deleted
still
it.
on
I have
there.
no idea.
It's
why I
on there
did that.
now.
Yeah.
It's on Facebook now.
Wow. No, I thought I deleted that because I don't like that picture at all.
People don't do things without a purpose. What was your
Right.
purpose?
At that particular point, I don't know why I was doing that. Stupid. Probably to show off my stomach. Do something stupid. I don't know. That's something. I thought that was deleted. I don't do that stuff anymore.
Well, we've covered that you thought it was deleted, but I'm asking why you put it up. Let's look at a different one. All right, here's another one that's kind of interesting.
That's when I fractured my leg.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I posted that up there.
This was when she was running on the treadmill every single day. So she developed shin splints, okay? So she decided to put KT tape over it. She goes to the doctor. They're like, you need to stop running. She doesn't stop running, and it got so severe that she fractured her shin. Fractured your shin from not stopping running with the shin splints.
You didn't try to run that boot on, did you?
She took it off
no,
and
I
tried
took
running
it
with it.
You took it off and tried to run?
Yeah.
Is that obsessive?
Yeah.
Is that healthy?
No, running was healthy for me, but no, I just am a bad patient. But I did end up listening to him, and I did wear it for 6 weeks.
All right, look, let's take a break. Coming up, from passing out on the toilet and blacking out while driving to tales of a hobo breaking into their home and leaving alcohol bottles under the sink, find out why Michelle says her alcoholism didn't affect her parenting in any way, didn't affect it at all. We'll hear what they both say about that after the break.
My mother was definitely the party mom. My mother would buy a lot of alcohol for my friends and I.
When I was drinking, it was more friends, sisters, and mother-daughter. I wasn't responsible. I got her to school, but I was doing my own thing.
And later,
I never sat there and fed her alcohol.
what do you mean you didn't feed her alcohol?
I made a lot of bad choices. My relationship with my daughter Taylor is we're best friends, mother-daughter. We're a lot alike in a lot of ways. We are codependent on each other. She's my world.
Sometimes I feel like I'm the mother and then she's the daughter. I don't like to consider my mother a friend. I have enough friends. I don't need a friend. I need a mother.
Growing up, Taylor says she was popular because she had the cool mom who let her have parties and gave her her first drink of alcohol when she was just 14. That's like the 8th grade. But Taylor says having a party mom wasn't as fun as you might think. Take a look.
Growing up, my mother was an alcoholic.
My drinking started my senior year in high school, and then I went to college, and then the weekends became weekdays, and it got worse as the years progressed. Then, I started hiding it. I would do my partying when she was with her dad for the weekends. I would call myself a functioning alcoholic. When she gets upset or something bad happens, she's like, well, it's because of my childhood. I'm like, what bad childhood? I want to know where this bad childhood is, because she never had one.
Over my lifetime, my mother has gotten in a few DUIs and car accidents. The only memories I have of her growing up was when she was drunk. When I was in elementary school, one time I found a bottle of liquor under the sink. She'd go to the bathroom and she'd be in there forever, and I'd walk in the bathroom and see her like this, just sleeping like that on the toilet. Come on, Mom, get up, let's go to bed. My mother was definitely the party mom. Kind of made me popular in high school. My mother would buy a lot of alcohol for my friends and I. My house was known as the party house.
When she was in high school, she would throw parties and I would be the supervising parent. When I was drinking, it was more friends, sisters, than mother-daughter. I wasn't responsible. I got her to school, but I was doing my own thing.
For my sweet 16, my mom let me throw a huge party with alcohol. Really crazy. One time, my friend looked at my mom and said, "You won't drink this coffee cup full of whiskey." Fills it up. It's a coffee cup, big one, this much. Look. Boom! Walks off, nothing happened.
When you're drinking, you really don't care about a lot and you don't stress about stuff. I've changed so much. I've been sober for 7 years. I think she misses the fun. Taylor blames me for everything. She blames it on my past when I was drinking. I've tried to make up for the last 7 years. I don't know what to do anymore. When is enough enough? I mean, what more do I have to do?
Are you in denial about this?
About?
Because you said, I'm looking for what's this childhood problem she had.
Well, when she's, no, I'm not in denial.
Okay, did you give her her first drink?
No.
Did you give her a second drink? Did you give her a drink when she was 14 at all?
I didn't, no, when 14, I don't even think you were with me. Were you?
You did not see her while she was 14.
I'm trying to remember the timeline.
You skipped from 13 to 15, you didn't see her.
14, she was with her dad.
I understand.
Yeah.
You didn't see her that whole year?
No, she was in Georgia.
Mm-hmm. You didn't see her at all?
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was 14 years old, yeah. So we'd go to the hotel room. You give me my first cigarette.
What grade was this?
Eighth grade.
Eighth grade. All right.
Mm-hmm. She came to visit for a weekend, and that's when I got drunk for my first time.
I don't remember that. I don't remember it back then. If I was drinking, I probably don't remember. But no.
You say that your mom blacked out driving, and you had to steer the car away from the bridge.
Yep. Mm-hmm. We were actually on the way to see my grandmother, but she took a wrong turn. I didn't even want to get in the car with her. I actually hid in my walk-in closet at the time. I was hiding up there from her because I didn't want to go. She threatened to take my dog, Buffy, at the time, and so I was like, no, a little girl. So I get in the car with her.
How old were you?
I was around 9 years old. Mm-hmm. And instead of going to Gainesville, she decides she goes to Daytona Beach, makes a wrong turn. So she passes out when she's on the wheel. Here's the bridge with the cement wall, and she's like going straight towards it. And I grab the wheel and turn it really, really quick. And then she wakes up and she's like, what's going on with you? Why'd you turn it? And then luckily, I got a hold of my grandma, and we stopped at a gas station, and I stole her keys, and my grandmother drove and picked us up.
Do you remember that?
Mm-hmm. I remember that. I thought that I drove all the way there, though. She always brings up the past. She's seen me do a 360.
You're surprised that she's still upset.
I don't know what to say.
You're saying, where's this bad childhood stuff coming from? She had a good childhood.
Well, it's because for the 10, 15 years, a few incidents, it doesn't make up her whole childhood. I mean, I wasn't drunk 24 hours a day. I mean, I'm not excusing my behavior, and I know that it has done some damage to her, but I mean, I've been trying to make it up for her for 7 years now. And
in what way?
Giving her everything she wants. I'm trying to just trying everything to make her love me, because I know that it must have been hard living with an alcoholic.
So you're parenting from guilt.
Yeah.
How's that working for you?
Not good.
Okay. So,
And then,
but yes, you say you're surprised that she's still upset. You're parenting from guilt. You're trying to buy her off, spoiling her with everything you possibly can, not holding her accountable for anything, not preparing her for the next level of life. But then you say, I don't know what's the problem. You say, I know what I'm doing is not working for the last 7 years. I don't acknowledge a lot of what she says has happened. I know what I'm doing is dysfunctional, but I'm surprised that she's still upset.
Well, no, I'm talking about, she blames the past. She always brings up the past. I mean, she doesn't.
Because it's not resolved.
Absolutely right. Like I said, I never sat there and fed her alcohol, so I don't know where she gets that from. Maybe,
but you've admitted to us that you gave her alcohol underage.
Right.
You admitted that to us.
Right.
So what do you mean you didn't feed her alcohol?
Because I don't remember the time period she's talking about.
I'm not asking you to give me a date. You said to us, yes, I gave her alcohol underage.
Yeah.
Would a responsible parent take an 8th grade, 9th grade girl and give her alcohol and cigarettes?
No.
Did you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's the issue.
Right.
Don't deflect onto the date. She's saying that's the problem. And you want to go, well, I don't remember the date, and didn't I drive all the way? Did I not? I remember crashing, but didn't I go all the way? I mean, you talk about it like the issue is, did you complete the trip? The issue is not, did you complete the trip? The issue is, did you put your daughter's life in danger by driving under the influence and passing out at the wheel and damn near flying off the road on a bridge? That's the issue, not with, well, did I complete the trip? And that's what her frustration is. It's like trying to nail Jell-O to the wall. She's trying to get you to focus on the issue instead of deflecting and obfuscating every time she tries to talk to you about it.
Like I said, you know, I was drinking back then, and I got her to school on time. You know, I wasn't, you know, I mean, she's smart. I don't know. I made a lot of bad choices. I made a lot of decisions, but I mean, she's changed. She's seen me do a 360.
You keep saying, yes, I did those things, but means forget everything I just said. Now I'm going to tell you what I really think. Yes, I gave her alcohol underage. Yes, I was drunk. Yes, I was irresponsible. Yes, I didn't prepare her, but I got her to school on time. Which means forget everything I just said. I got her to school on time, so I'm justifying it.
No, I took care of her when she was sick. I was a mother to her. She was everything to me. She never was in a babysitter. I never had her in daycare. I was always there for her. I always took care of her. Always cooked, cleaned, everything. And the reason why we're not talking, because she doesn't bring this up at home. This is the first time that we've been talked about it.
Well, I bring that out in people.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's not like I'm trying to ignore it.
Well, Taylor says her mother is the cause of all of her problems. Michelle says her daughter is just a spoiled brat. Well, I wonder who spoiled her. And never learned any life skills. Well, I wonder who failed to teach her. And says she just wouldn't listen. Well, I'm going to tell them both what I think about this when we come back.
I blame my mom for not teaching me any necessary life skills. I could hardly boil water. I'm not living up to my full potential. I'm 23 years old and have no idea how to take care of myself.
Closed captioning provided by...
My mother's very vain. My mother tends to think she is above everyone. It's a competition. I didn't know I was supposed to be competing with my mother. Last year, I went behind my mother's back and I got breast implants. As soon as I got them done, I want those too. Now, she wears my D-size push-up bras to make sure she looks like she has boobs. That changed all of a sudden after I got them done. So that kind of makes me think in my head like, monkey see, monkey do.
Well, Taylor says her mom is jealous of her youth, but Michelle says Taylor's just a spoiled brat. who makes her feel guilty about the past, and now she blames her upbringing for not having any basic life skills. Take a look.
I blame my mother for all of my problems. It's her fault for who I am. I blame my mom for not teaching me any necessary life skills. I have been spoon-fed and babied by her.
Taylor acts like a spoiled brat when she doesn't get her way. I pay all the bills. Taylor spends her paycheck on Gucci sunglasses, bags. I feel like I created somewhat of a monster, but the way I spoiled her and she's always gotten her way. Taylor tells me that I haven't taught her any life skills, and I don't think that's true at all. She's very lazy. Taylor can't function without me in her life. She dropped out of college. I think she's living like she's 12. I'm trying to make her a better person and showing her responsibility, but when I try to explain to her, the responsibilities, she just refuses to listen to me.
I'm not living up to my full potential. I'm 23 years old and have no idea how to take care of myself. I'm terrible with money. I used the mop for the first time the other day, and I could hardly boil water. My mom still does my laundry. Up until recently, she made my bed.
She shrunk clothes. She burned food.
Right now, all I pay for is my phone bill. My mom asks me for rent when she's angry with me about something. And then when I give it to her, she doesn't take it. I write her a check. She doesn't cash it.
Taylor needs to grow up. I fear that Taylor will not be able to survive on her own, and she will be dependent on me forever.
You think she has legitimate complaints about you as a mother growing up?
Yeah, I do, and I mean, how many times do I have to say I'm sorry? I don't know. I mean, being an alcoholic, I mean.
Wait a minute. You asked a question, and then you kept talking.
Yeah, sorry.
So let me answer it.
Sorry.
You said, how many times do I have to say I'm sorry? Once, if you mean it. Because I'll tell you when she is going to be able to close the book on this. And she doesn't even know this, I'll guarantee you. But she's going to be able to put this behind her when she hears a sincere, unqualified, unjustified apology at the level where she can clearly see that you fully understand the impact of what you did growing up as a mother. And unless and until she understands that you get it, that you understand what she feels cheated of, what she feels that you took from her. You said she was everything to me. No, she wasn't everything to you because you chose the bottle over her many times. And you say you're sorry in the first half of the sentence and you defend it in the second half.
Well, what's so frustrating about back in those days is I don't remember a lot, so I can't apologize. I mean, I would love to be able to remember. I mean, I don't want to, but I mean, some of the damage I did to her, I don't remember because I blacked out a lot.
You're not sober. You're a dry drunk.
I don't know. I mean, I know that if I take another drink, I'll die.
Closed captioning provided by. You have to calm down and seriously own this for me to turn my attention to her and tell her what she needs to do. Because I said there are some things that I do agree with, and it begins with you owning this because you're still her mother. You're not through mothering her. And by the way, you're not sober. You're a dry drunk. You've just substituted substances. You're now obsessing about other things, whether it's exercise or whatever. you're still dependent. You're a dry drunk. That's very different than being sober. True?
I don't know. I mean, I know that if I take another drink, I'll die.
You think she substituted something for alcohol?
Absolutely.
What?
Well,
it's not one thing.
it's
I
not one
realize
thing. It's her whole entire day is an obsession, addictive lifestyle. Do you mean to tell you how I could tell you like step by step how her whole entire day goes. Every day.
And every step of it is white-knuckled, right?
Yes.
It's this.
Exactly. All of it.
The exercise, the energy drinks,
I mean, she
the caffeine.
hasn't exercised in a while. That's something that has passed by right now because she's working 2 jobs, which that's awesome, Mom. You're working your tail off. But
17 hours a day.
17, she works about 4 doubles a week, and she is, working herself, but she wakes up in the morning and you can't talk to her before she has her caffeine. She can't answer a question. She can't comprehend anything. She has to drink espresso with Splenda. If she doesn't have Splenda, she's freaking out. Then she goes outside, looks on her phone. I don't know what she's doing on her phone. Smokes her cigarette, waits on her Monster energy drink to freeze. She can't drink her energy drink unless it's frozen. She will withdraw from caffeine before she drinks it without being frozen. Then she goes and she gets ready. Regardless if she's going to the grocery store, if she's going to work, she spends hours perfecting her hair, perfecting her makeup. Then she's always rushing to work. She's rushing out the door. Where's my keys? Where's my sunglasses? Then she leaves on her scooter. She comes back and she gets undressed, either manicures, she either does a pedicure, she does a face mask or her hair mask or something, then gets on her phone, stays awake till at least 3 o'clock in the morning, or she's cleaning or doing something, and then she goes to bed and wakes up and does the same thing all over again. And if her routine is disturbed, she's literally having panic attacks.
I am working to support you.
That's irrelevant to your habits, though.
Well, I said I was going to get to the other side of this equation. And I'm going to do that right after the break. Taylor admits that she's physically assaulted her mother, Michelle, at least 4 times, but says she literally can't help it. So what's making Taylor so angry? We're going to talk about that after the break.
Taylor gets violent when her anger takes over.
I have hit her and slapped her. No one else can get me as angry as that woman can. She pushes my buttons to the point where I see red. It makes me so mad.
One time, Taylor put me in a chokehold and left bruises on my neck. Recently, we got into a fight. She got very upset and punched me, actually, and left a bruise right there.
When we get in arguments, usually she's very irrational, and that's what causes me to get aggravated. It's like talking to your unruly teenage daughter.
Now, tell me what gives you permission to put your hands on somebody else in anger?
There's no permission and there's no
What do you
excuse.
say to yourself at the time?
I hate this woman when I'm in that time. In that time period, I look at her and I feel hate.
And what gives you at that point, what do you say to yourself that says, I have permission, I am entitled to strike this woman?
Nothing. I don't feel entitled to strike the woman, but at the
Obviously
time...
you do.
It just happens. It just happened. And then afterwards, I'm like,
Okay, you're standing
God.
there, and next thing you know, you've choked your mother. I hate it when that happens. What do you mean it just happens? That doesn't just happen. That's a physical behavior. You make a choice, you get up, you move your body across the room, you attack your mother, you get her in a chokehold, and you hold her there for a while, and then you turn her loose. That doesn't just happen.
like in the moment of, okay, let me think of the last incident when...
You say something, you say, I'm going to slap that bitch, you say something.
I guess I say she deserves it, but she doesn't deserve it in my head.
I'm not asking you what you think now. I'm asking you what you say to yourself then. You say something to yourself then that gives you permission to get up from where you are, go to where she is, and strike her.
At the time, I mean, during it, it's like, okay, I look at her as she's on the same level as me. She's not my mom. She's somebody that I'm sitting here having a confrontation with. There's no respect, and You give yourself permission to strike her because you don't see her as your mom. Oh, well, I'm not your mother. You're going to hit me? No, I'm not going to hit you.
Thank you.
But like I said in the video, no one gets me as angry like that than she does.
Okay, and what is it that makes you so angry?
Just, I guess, it built up.
I actually made a list of all the things you said she's responsible for.
But then again, I have said...
You said, quote, Mom is the root of all my problems. Not some of them, not most of them, not certain, all of my problems. You said, quote, it's her fault I'm not living up to my potential. Quote, I'm 23, can't take care of myself. Quote, my mother never taught me how. Quote, no idea how to live, make it on my own. Quote, my mother did everything for me. Quote, people have always handed me money. So therefore, you're crippled, right?
No.
Socially, emotionally.
Emotionally, I am weak-minded as all can get at.
Yeah.
I'm very weak-minded.
Well, we're going to find out why Michelle and Taylor both say they'd die without each other. Is this toxic mother-daughter duo more alike than they think?
Yep.
And is there a way to turn this thing around? The answer to that's yes. I'm going to tell you how when we come back. Closed captioning provided by... Would you say that your level of adjustment right now in your life is dysfunctional?
Oh yeah, I gave up a life just so I can take care of her and pay the bills and everything. When I'm on my phone, I'm usually paying bills and doing stuff on the phone. That's all I do is work, come home. That's all I do, pay bills.
So you're existing. You're not living. You're existing.
Absolutely.
Your quality of life is not good.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Right.
That's no way to live.
Right.
And would you say your level of adjustment is dysfunctional?
Absolutely.
And so you're dysfunctional, and you're dysfunctional, and together you're mega dysfunctional.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Because you bring out the worst in each other. And both of you need professional help to do this. You can't do it on your own. And you say, oh, I don't even have time to answer a text from my boyfriend. How am I going to have time for professional help? Well, let me tell you, you will have time to be sick. So you better take time to be well. You're wound very tight. And we're going to help you unwind and learn how to get some peace in your life. And I guarantee you, in a very short period of time, you're going to go, oh my God, what have I been doing to myself? Because the world's going to look so much different to you in a short period of time, you're not even going to believe it. You're not even going to believe it. You have no idea what is just around the corner for you. And you're going to have so much more to offer her because you're going to have more of you than what you do right now. I am so optimistic about what you can achieve in a very short period of time. So I'm going to make that arrangement, and you're going to avail yourself of it, correct?
Oh, yeah.
You need a life coach.
I had one for a long time, and she was the best woman ever, but then she got a heart transplant, and I haven't seen her in a while. No.
You need a life coach. If I was your life coach, I would jerk a knot in your tail so damn fast you wouldn't know which end was up.
I knew you were going to say that.
And You are smart, you are attractive, you are articulate, you present well, you have a great presence. You need to star in your own life. You're going to meet yourself for the first time, and you're going to be damned impressed.
Thank Jesus, because I've been looking for myself forever.
Well, that's exactly what's going to happen, and you're going to behave your way to success. So let me tell you something. The difference between winners and losers is not a bunch of intelligence, it's not a bunch of education. The difference between winners and losers is winners do things losers don't want to do. And that's what you're going to learn to do. You're going to do things that losers don't want to do. You're going to behave your way to success with a life coach that I'm going to program from day one, minute one, because you're about to grow up and break a sweat.
Thank you.
Well, I wish Taylor and her mom, Michelle, all the best. And yes, I'm sure a lot of us would like to turn back the clock and look younger, within reason, of course. So if younger-looking skin is your goal, then Robin has an award-winning solution just for you.
Yes, I am so honored that Robin McGraw Revelation Hydra Quench Moisturizing Night Cream was chosen as an O, the O Magazine Fall 2017 Beauty Award winner as the best night cream for dry skin. It contains squalene to hydrate your skin and hyaluronic acid to retain moisture while you sleep.
Now, you can get Robin's award-winning Hydra Quench at robinmcgrawrevelation.com. And this year, the Oprah magazine is taking the Fall Awards to the next level. For the first time ever, Beauty Awards is completely shoppable on Amazon. And in addition to the special section in the September issue, they are partnering with Amazon to create a one-of-a-kind destination on Amazon.com, making the awards even bigger and more accessible for customers everywhere. The winning products are available at Amazon.com/Oprah.
And now that it's September and the children are back to school, why not surprise them with a little love note in their backpack? I used to do this with our boys, Jay and Jordan, when they were very little. Now they're grown. I do it for our grandchildren, Avery and London. My sticky stackers come with 60 notes with inspirational sayings and a black gel pen, as well as a unique white gel pen.
All right, you can get your sticky stackers or any of Robin's amazing skincare collection at robinmcgrawrevelation.com.
And audience, you are all going home with your own sticky stackers and my award-winning Hydra Quench.
I'd like to thank all of my guests today. We'll see you next time.